Hey guys, how's it going? Hobo Yeti here. What I'd like to do is I'd like to do a video on what you can expect, what to expect from being homeless when you're homeless. There is definitely a paradigm shift. There's a change in your perspective and how you see things, how you feel things. According to some website that I was going on, it said that in 5 years, the amount of homeless in our country is going to rise by 300%. So 3 times the amount of homelessness people are homeless now are going to be, they're just going to be more. The thing is I don't think the numbers that are currently available are accurate as far as who's homeless in our country. There's a significant amount of people, more people living in their cars, say now than last year. I'd say at least double, maybe 3 times. And so, and the way our economy's going, and the way that so many of us are just like living outside of our means, and that's the only way we can live, that we want to be prepared for what's out there. What I want to talk about is, like I said, there's a paradigm shift. There's a different way of looking at life when you become homeless. It's just different. But I put a list of things together that are significant changes, or for me, things that were, because there's stages of homelessness. Like initially, the first week or first month that you're homeless, you're super aware of everything, and things are a little bit more scary than they normally would be. You're getting used to it, and then growing into being homeless, things change. You're not as fearful, I think. You're just kind of like, oh, okay, let's just get through this. But one of the things is basically you're alone. You're alone. You're by yourself. People may be out there in the world that but basically you are the one that's left abandoned. Really, you're completely alone, and not only that, but like after you've been alone for long enough, you stop feeling like you matter in any way. Yourself, the image of yourself. I've had several people reach out to me on my channel, and they were just like, they were homeless, and one of the main reasons that they got out of being homeless was because of the solitude, the loneliness. It was so bleak that they would do anything to get out of that. Me, I'm limited by, I think, my age in some ways, my physical issues, my mental issues. So I can't just like go out and get out of it because I'm not feeling, because I want to engage with people. I have people in my life. I talk to people in Marco Polo's friends, friends and things like that. But but they're not here. I'm doing this alone. I'm in this field in the middle of nowhere alone, and I have to deal with what comes, and I can draw strength from that, but at the same time, it's very dark, and sometimes the loneliness is so bleak and dark that I don't think I'll ever get above water. The next one is, at first it's scary. At first, I'd say the first week at least, maybe even the first night, but the first week you're super aware of everything, and when it gets dark, you're seeing monsters in the shadows, and but I guess what you realize is over time is that once you become more comfortable with it, is that in the darkness you don't have to worry about being seen. If somebody's heading out into the woods towards your campsite, 9 times out of 10 they're going to be carrying a flashlight. That's what people do. And so when the darkness comes, that's like you can feel at peace and know that you don't have to do anything different, until the morning time when you have to face the world. It's also weird because you spend a lot of time either sitting in your tent or sitting out and about. It's not like you can just sit in the living room of your house and watch TV and just kind of zone out or read a book. When you're out and about, there's always something going on visually, even if it's just like the leaves falling or whatever. And so you don't really get that rest that you would get when you're inside. So that's why at night you can close up your tent, and then all you have to do is worry about the 4 walls of your tent, and you can kind of relax then. The next one is you're walking everywhere and carrying everything or almost everything that you have on your back. For me, my bedding and all that stuff stays here. My clothes stay here, and some food. But mostly, I carry all my valuables on me. My toiletries, my vitamins and supplements and stuff like that, I carry that on me. My battery packs, my phone, So, if I'm going to the store and I'm already carrying 20 pounds worth of gear, of stuff, my valuables that I can't really stand to lose, then anything I get at the store is just an additional weight. And like I said, you're walking everywhere. You might scrounge up some money, catch the bus or something now and again, but for the most part, there's a lot of walking in your life when you're homeless. A lot of carrying stuff, heavy backpacks and whatnot. The next one is you after a while of being homeless, because at first you're really concerned about your gear and how everything's working out and making sure everything's where everything's got a home. This is what I want here, and making sure everything is whatever. But then you start looking for things to escape, like escapism, and I guess some people drink, some people do drugs, and honestly, I can't blame them. I mean, they are not my thing, but being homeless is freaking depressing, man. And so, for me, I have some Audible books that I've had and I've downloaded to my phone, and I can listen to them, and kind of I'll play a game, even if it's a terrible game, just a game to play on my phone. Every now and again when I have a little bit of cash, I'll go on to I'll get Netflix or something like that, where I can download the movies to my phone to watch later. And so you're looking for things that will help you escape, get you mentally out of. Some people choose fixing things or creating little hobo stoves and stuff like that. You're looking for a way to not be where you are right now. But anyway, the next one, number 5 on my list, is time changes. And what I mean by that is time takes on a different meaning. It's kind of like when when you're in a house or in a full-time job and you're working, usually you're planning things according to when you get paid, like every 2 weeks or every month, and maybe you're thinking 3 months down the road, planning that. When you go to when you become homeless, everything's about the present. Honestly, it's what I call vagabond time. It's from when I traveled a lot, hitchhiking and whatnot. It stays the same. Basically, you're living in the absolute present, in the absolute now. Tomorrow, you can try to plan for tomorrow, but you're not living in yesterday. You're not living in tomorrow. You're living in right now, and that can be good because you can, you're present and you can handle things in the now. But at the same time, since you're living each moment almost aware of every moment, like time can just drag on. I gotta be honest. And so that can really suck. And it doesn't change. I guess one of the good things about being in a tent, usually, like for the first couple of months I was in the tent, living out here, I was going through some mental gymnastics. I was getting over some crap from my life, some mental things, some memories that I had that I'd been done wrong and all that, and being homeless is a good place to work through the crap that you dealt with in your life, the stuff that you've been treated unfairly or whatever, maybe you have depression, you don't have to worry about pleasing anybody. You can just, if you're feeling depressed, you just lay down, go to sleep, or just whatever. Anyway, let me get back to this. So let's see. There's always something missing in your life, something uncomfortable. That's definitely a shift. Like right now, I went to the pantry yesterday and I got some food. And what is this? This is a pepperoni thing. I don't even know. And like a can of applesauce and minestrone soup or whatever. And I don't know. Like even when I have my food stamps, even when I have that, like I'm always craving usually some hot food or something like that. And so there's always something missing. Like I'll be laying down sometimes, and for the most part it's okay, but then sometimes I'll feel uncomfortable when I'm laying down, and I'll get up and I'll take a toke on my tobacco pipe, but it just doesn't feel right. Like something's always missing, and it's just it can be uncomfortable. Like nothing's right. I need this or I need that. And it's not even needing that. It's just that I think it's a symptom of the solitude. That's the thing that needs to be fixed, and there's no fixing it. So anyway, let's see. Next one is weather plays a big part. Plays a much bigger part of your life than it used to. If it's too hot, or you're in your tent and it's 100 degrees, that really sucks. Me, I get overheated and underheated very easily with the hyperthermia, so that's like something I really pay attention to. But like when it's raining, like it's not raining terribly right now, and I guess I need to head out soon, but it's almost like I would rather wait till the rain is done and then head out, right? Getting wet and being homeless, and when it's cold out like this, is not comfortable. It's not something you the thing is especially now this time of year, like it never really gets warm. If you have wet clothes, you can't hang them out to dry. You've got to find another pair of clothes and get dry. But weather plays a big part of your life. The next one is battle with being grimy, dirty. When I a couple of years ago when I did a homeless stint, I got a gym membership and I tried to keep one, and once every couple of days I'd go to the gym and shower, and that felt good and stuff. But walking all kind of grimy. I mean, you're not dirty, but maybe there's an odor to you that you get nose blind to your own stuff, but you're going in there, walking through a gym at whatever time of day, and all these people are in their workout clothes and they're working out, and it just feels uncomfortable for me, and I'd prefer just to do hobo baths nowadays, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind a shower, but it's just uncomfortable. But like, even the thing is it, like, I'm used to, when I'm in an apartment or a house, I'm used to taking a shower every day, and I do the hobo bath pretty frequent, every day, every other day, when I'm in a family restroom. I don't even do it out of a bottle anymore. I'll just go to a family restroom where I can lock the door and wash up, and I stay clean enough, but there's always some part of my body that is a little bit grimy, and it's not something you necessarily see. Sometimes it's just this real fine mist or dust or dirt or something that gets in your skin, and you're just never clean. There's never a day when I'm not worried about how the grooming aspect of, I don't know, washing hands. That's a big thing. I see a lot of homeless that just don't wash their hands ever, and that drives me crazy. I'm big about washing my hands whenever I can. But anyway, and I guess the last one on my list right here, the change for me and for a lot of others, it's hard to maintain a good attitude. It's hard to maintain hope. Sometimes, you just get sad, or for me, I've got depression, but sometimes I get sad too, and I get this feeling that things are not going to get any better, that I'm going to be in this situation for the duration, and I'm not going to get out of it, and I'm not going to be able to be any better ever again, and that's depressing. But I try to wake up every day and start anew, but there are times when I don't feel like if I focus on tomorrow too much, it really causes me some severe depression and anxiety, because I don't feel like there's any way out of this, and I don't feel like things are getting any better. And so anyway, these are just things that for me and others I've seen, being homeless, there's a paradigm shift, certainly. And certain things play a bigger part when you're first homeless versus after you've been homeless for 6 months to a year. And, your age plays a big part, and how able you are to, whatever. If you're able to work any job out there, then there's more of a likelihood that you can get out of your situation. You work 2 jobs. But being homeless is definitely a challenge. I feel like a lot of people are just more concerned about it because they see the writing on the wall. They see that, coming up, there's a very good likelihood that they'll be homeless, and their friends and family and neighbors, and it is definitely always best to prepare for it. That way you know what to expect. I hope your road's a good one if you're homeless. Hope it doesn't suck for you. Hobo Yeti signing off.